What's up people, welcome back to my channel. I'm back at the compound. It's my first time here in 6 weeks. The last time I was here I had a banger session, and that's why I'm back. I was keen for a banger session, but it's always the way, leading into summer, everything grows like mad. You get stinging nettles, wasp nest, hornet's nest, that's a real story. You had a hornet nest in this landing, and I sort of came here today thinking it was going to be a disaster, and then walked through. First jump was sweet, mulch jump sweet, everything's perfect, and I don't know how, because usually it's so overgrown, which is good news. The bad news is I haven't got my jump bike, but I do have my enduro bike in the van, and because I'm here I kind of figured that it would be quite cool to ride it on the enduro bike, because the ground's so dry and it might not be for long because it's going to rain. So this could be my only chance to ride these jumps on the big bike, because obviously they roll a bit slower. So the compound, we've got the big jump, which is sweet. The mulch jump's ready to go. I put fresh mulch on it before I left, and same story, it's still like really dry and soft, because when it rains mulch decomposes quicker, and this is like the dream. I actually can't believe how good everything is. The vert wall doesn't look the best, but it's solid. Pretty solid. The only thing that sucks is this quarter pipe, because I really want to have huge quarter pipe sessions. So the next thing on the list, 100%, actually there's really cool things on the list, but this is definitely really far up the list. The quarter pipe, it's about 9 foot, which is bigger than your average skate park quarter pipe. It's got mulch landings both sides. So I'm going to dig that out, build an insanely solid quarter pipe that you can ride on every bike, even motocross bikes would be cool. Actually that would be cool. I'm going to do that. And then repair that and make an awesome quarter pipe, because then I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 features out of every run and not 4. The cool news is I've bought an airbag, which is the dream. I've never owned an airbag. I can't believe I've bought an airbag, and it's currently somewhere between China and England on a boat. You can't track deliveries when they're on a boat, so it could be anywhere, but some point soon it's arriving. So I need to find a place at my compound to put an airbag, which I didn't think about before. But in a video previously, that old mulch that never gets ridden, I said I could put it there, and then I ended up buying one which is 40 foot long, 13 meters long, and 8 meters wide, which is enormous. It's like, that's almost as big as that pump track area. So I need to find a place to put the airbag, and I'm going to decide that this week because it's coming soon. I don't know if I can put it where I park my van, or... It's actually quite a quandary. I can't believe I didn't think about this, but I don't have a great deal of space. But the ideal scenario is keep the compound jumps, keep the boner log, make the quarter pipe epic, keep the pump track, or I might have to compromise some pump track, and an airbag, and then we're building the dream yard. If this place has an airbag and a working pump track, it's literally the dream yard, the ultimate compound. That's what I'm going for. So even if the pump track has to change, it's going to be even better, because it's going to incorporate the biggest airbag in the UK and a better pump track. Because I don't ride this thing, and I get so many comments from you saying the pump track sucks, because it kind of does. I don't ride it. That's kind of because we're digging up at Woburn, but it just needs to be epic. I want to have a dream yard, like the best stuff. Everything is perfect. Even a pit bike track. And we're going to find space and we're going to do it. So that's on the horizon, an airbag. So today I'm going to ride the compound jumps on my enduro bike, which is nerve-wracking. I've not done it before. Steep kickers like that, an 8 foot tall kicker that's steep, does not work very well for big full suspension bikes. But that's all part of the challenge. It's going to be a good laugh. And I've got it with me. Let's get up the rolling. It's been a while. Here she is. I've got to use the hoist because this is a bit too heavy to go up the ladder. It's not a heavy bike, but the hoist is here for a reason. Is it a hoist? It is a hoist, isn't it? Look at that.
Done?
Maybe I'll just use the ladder. It's going to be cool going off this edge. It's kind of like the right bike for the job really, isn't it? It's just cushion for the cushion.
Have you ever used this here?
No.
Ooh.
I've ridden similar, no I haven't. I've ridden jumps on this bike which are quite steep, and it does feel weird. Like obviously the hardtail's the dream, the jump bike's what this is made for. But it'd be quite a good, it actually would be quite a good way of learning tricks on this. Yeah. I should do it more. Maybe it'll be the best day ever. And I'll just quit riding hardtails and you'll just see me everywhere on the enduro bike. There's no reason you're not allowed to ride crankworks on these. you just can't do any tricks. But imagine if I was better on one of these.
Well, only one way to find out, mate.
It's very unlikely. Yeah, I'm not actually that worried about it. I'm worried about the jumps. The drop will be so nice. It's
Yeah.
like, how good does it look up here since we fixed it all?
It looks sick. So much better.
You ready?
Yeah.
Could be good or could be really bad.
How was that?
I don't know. It felt great. It just felt funny because I've ridden this line on the same style bike for about 6 years. So to ride it on that was actually hilarious. It was like, woo. I got a bit of a nosedive on, didn't I, on the first? Big time. It's quite a cool thing. I want to explore it a bit. Speed is difficult. I think I'm going to have to race this drop to get speed to like go higher on the first.
Right.
But it does feel funny. It's just like, I know what these jumps are supposed to feel like. We'll go again. And it doesn't feel like that at all, which is to be expected, but it'd be good to do some flips and threes and some like suicide no-handers. Maybe even better stuff.
Yes!
I can't do the vert wall.
Oh my god.
It's by far the hardest bit. The bit where your tyres don't have to leave the ground.
That no footer, mate. Oh my
Something else.
god.
Enduro bikes are so good on courses like this. I'm going to take mine to Crankworks. Wouldn't it be great? I don't know what to do. That suicide just felt so nice.
That was nice.
Need to do a tuck no hander. Then I'm going to flip it.
Sick.
That's when the seat hits the... I need to actually check that my saddle doesn't hit the tyre. Oh god. I think I'm good. If you do a backflip and your seat compresses and hits the tyre, it just stops you dead and you land on your head.
Ooh.
It's actually been known to happen. But I think I'm going to be alright. I could always lift it a bit. Maybe back there. Looks quite good. Right.
What next?
Tuck.
Tuck.
Quite hard on enduro bikes.
First jump on the mulch.
Mulch, I think. Yeah.
Sweet.
The best part about the whole thing is just pedaling back to the top with the off to the shops system running. So good. I think the next obvious step is to flip the drop.
What, like now?
No, I'm joking.
Oh my god.
No. I want to flip it. I'm going to flip the... which one do I flip? So my two kickers, for people who don't know, are different. They're the same height. They've got a different radius. The first one's flatter, which is good for 360s. The second one's steeper, which is good for flips on hardtails. Flipping this, I just feel like I'm going to struggle to get the distance. But
On both of them or just on the mulch?
On both. That, I could probably go faster on that. I'm going to do it on the mulch.
Yeah.
I'm going to flip the mulch.
Sick.
Bit safer.
Bit safer.
It's better to do the unknown. I'm really nervous for 360 later. Maybe we won't get there. See how the flip goes. I'll do it now.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's going to have to be, it's through the mulch.
Sick.
Yeah. Oh god! Oh! I was so certain I wasn't going to make it. I'm chuffed with that. I haven't ever flipped this bike, and I think on another jump probably wouldn't have freaked out so much, but it's because I know how it feels to flip that jump. I do it all the time, and this just felt drastically different.
It looked really smooth though.
Did it?
Yeah.
It was a bit slow. I'd like to flip tuck it. Having done it first go, it would be quite cool to add something, wouldn't it?
That would be sick.
That's like, yeah, I am at my compound. If there's ever a time, it's now to flip tuck this bike. Quite excited for this. Oh, I'm so nervous for this. Oh!
Whoa! Oh my god! I did not think you were bringing that back round.
Me neither.
Wow.
I don't think it gets any closer than that.
Oh my god.
Hospital.
I mean, it
Why
counts.
is it so much different? The suspension just takes it all away. And then the bars are in a different spot to my jump bike, which I'm so familiar with. And I threw the stem in and it whacked me in the stomach, the stem. So then had my hands off, felt semi-winded, also knowing I'm under rotating. Everything was against me. But it wasn't raining, windy. I had a good meal at lunch today. There are things in my favour, it wasn't all against me. I want to do a 360. And even though a flip tuck's a harder trick, for me a 360 is a more terrifying prospect. Because I don't know how much to carve.
Did you say 360s would be easy on the first jump though, because of the lip, or?
I won't get the speed.
No.
It'll have to be the mulch. Which is yeah, she's going to make it harder for me, but at least I'll clear the jump.
Yeah.
Maybe. It's just such a rig.
Yeah.
All the guys who ride like the big downhill bike events set their bikes up really for jumps, like stiffen them right up. But I've got mine set up for Africa, which is just rocks and desert. Should have really done something about it. I don't know why I'm moaning. No, I've got my bike set up how a bike should. So I've got to deal with it. 360, no point talking about it.
Give it a go, mate.
That is it, give it a go.
Give it a go.
Yeah, I'm not sure on the outcome. It could work perfect, but the fact I don't know is scary. Whoa!
Oh! You okay?
Yeah. Oh, that hurt.
Dude.
That was such a big bail.
That was gnarly.
Oh, my wrist.
You went so much higher than I thought you would as well.
Yeah, I think
I was filming and had to go like, oh!
Yeah, I think it was like, yeah, trampoline effect. Just got pinged and all, I don't know, it felt weird. Was I right to jump off?
Yeah, I reckon so. It was a slow rotation.
Yeah, why did it feel so weird? I need to watch it back and decide if I can do it.
At least you're on the mulch.
Yeah, true. Look at my poor bike. I'm glad the bike landed in the stinging nettles and not me. It does look good, doesn't it? She's nice. She needs to be twisted. She needs to be freed.
Yeah, boy.
I'm stoked with that. Never has a 360 felt more awkward than just foul. Never has a bike been beneath me and felt so uninterested in rotating. But that one did. Yes.
Sick.
Self-claimed fist pump there. I'm pumped with that. That makes me want to modify it. We talked about bathtub mods, but I think I need to mod this for bar spins. Because I've kind of exhausted the trick bag. My bars don't turn further than that because of the cables. So if I route the front brake through the steerer tube and put a longer back brake hose on and get rid of the dropper post, I'm then really moving away from enduro bikes, which defeats the object. But I want to do bar spins and tail whips on this. Oh, I might be able to keep the dropper post. Yeah, because then I could do Superman seat grabs like that. Yeah?
Yeah.
And extend the Superman seat grab like this. I can't wait to mod this for the compound. I'm actually pleasantly surprised. I've always shied away from riding this bike here because it doesn't make sense. When I'm riding here I need to train, but also it's tough. These bikes are built for one purpose, which is to be efficient, be good over bumps, good to jump, but not good to flip and not good to three, but it does. I'm really stoked about it. What a nice little surprise and gem today, full of surprises. Turned up expecting the compound to be destroyed. It wasn't, it's great. Had the wrong bike, which is also great. Pretty pumped. I guess that concludes today's episode of the compound vlog. Enduro bike versus compound. Let's bring other weird stuff. Give me some ideas of what else to bring. I will read them, I will consider it, and I'll probably bring it because I'm stoked on weird stuff right now. Cheers, Ben, nice one.
Good, mate.
Thank you, you're all legends. It's the truth. It's the actual truth, it's true. You're all good people. It's factual, it's accurate representation of my view of you as an audience. I love you all. Peace, you're legends.